Hello, welcome back. We're doing this again. We've got today the... Oh, I should have double-checked the name of the suit, actually. I believe it's the Zaku F2. This was one of the situation battles they were doing recently. This one is a battle based around 0080... Yeah, 0083 Stardust Memories, which I haven't watched, so I can't give context on what the scene is actually based on. The scene the battle is based on, I should say. But yeah, you get... It's in the desert, you get a bunch of good long-range suits. You can see we've got a... I think that's the Dom Tropin on our side, but I'd have to double-check that. A couple of the Zaku2 Heavy Arms type. I think that's what it was called. It's the support variant of the Zaku2 that they actually originally introduced in, what, GBO1, I think? And then the F2s, like I'm using. Enemy team has a couple gun cannon variants. I don't remember if it's the gun cannon MPT or the gun cannon 2. I think that's a gun cannon MPT. I don't quite remember... No, because that's older. I think it's a gun cannon 2? I have to double check. I actually don't remember. Should have double checked a lot of this stuff, huh? But then they've also got the GPO-1, which I'm fighting right now, actually. That's a chunky enemy. I don't like them. I like them to be defeated, actually. I got wiped out in that initial assault, clearly. Kind of got jumped by several of the enemies and kept trying to fight against them. It did not pan out well, clearly. A bunch of my team is still surviving, hanging out around the dunes, as we can see here, making their defensive lines, trying to take pot shots from a distance. But we're gonna spawn back in, rally back up, try and fight off some enemies. Oh, and then the Zaku... Sorry, not Zaku's. It's the Gym Custom. That's the other thing the enemy team has. They've got a couple Gym Customs lying around, which we just took out, and now we're engaging with, I believe, the GPO-1? I think that's what's fighting us right now. We're getting shot at from the hillside by those gun cannons, though. Yeah, it's the GPO-1 right there. Neat suit, that one. I have not gotten one of these situation battles where I got to use the GPO-1, so I haven't gotten to be... You know, the Gundam like I was last time. We got a good tackle on him, though. Got him off our ally, I hope. Ally might have been wiped out anyway, actually, but... I see one guy down in a pilot suit. Oh, maybe not. Looks like that was... I probably should have been paying more attention to that. I'll have to run it back now and check, because I really am curious about whether or not we actually got him off our ally. But we're taking our pot shots here, trying to do the damage we can, where we can, get our stuns if possible, while just trying to do our best to stay out of the line of fire. Seems like they're not really focusing on me, though, probably because there's a shot aimed at us. Now we're actually having to deal with onslaughts. Yeah, those anti-air guns are a lot of fun, the ones I'm using right there, the ones that the F2 have. They're slower to fire, clearly. They stun in 2 hits, which is fun, and they get a little bit of splash damage. If you can get good with them, you can stack a lot of damage, and I think I've talked about this already, because that's the same gun Mia's Zaku2 half cannon uses. You see, you can get... I think I hit the shield on that second hit, but the 2 hits still stunned. So we at least prevented him from completely killing us outright there. But we're going to back up number 3 here, provide some covering fire to help him pull back over that ledge. He's another F2, speaking of which. That's a lot of fun. He did not get his counter tackle, unfortunately. But I think we're... Well, okay, I was about to say we're putting on enough pressure to force the GPO-1 back, but then... Well, he took us out, so now we're not. Oh, well. Yeah, that's what happens when you're low health and he has head Vulcans. He uses them. I'm a big advocate for actually using your head Vulcans, so I can't be mad about that. Oh, yeah, I forgot it changes uniforms. It gives you the uniforms you should have during these, so I'm not used to having that Zaku uniform. That's pretty different for me, so that's interesting. Same with the colors, actually, which I love. It makes me quite happy, but yeah, obviously all of my stuff is in different setups and patterns. I probably should not have spawned in there. At least we got a kill with the support fire, though. That's nice. But yeah, the rest of my team is out. What was I thinking? I probably wasn't thinking. What I was probably thinking is I need to not be on the ground without any sort of weaponry, essentially, as a pilot, because I'm just going to get stepped on. But, like, I don't think that really helped me. Look like we're getting some good hits on. I'm kind of surprised they haven't just, like, focused fire on me yet. But my team is able to get back in now, so we're actually able to turn around and start actually fighting. I'm trying to keep things pinned down on that ledge, stop them from being our problem. Hopefully well, I don't know which number it is, but our buddy over there can defend himself pretty well. We're backing up number 1, though. Good hit on him. So we're keeping that gun cannon pretty well pinned down, but should probably be turning around dealing with the guy attacking my ally. Thankfully, he's alright. Couldn't do enough damage to finish him off before he stood back up, so with us all together like this, that was enough to force them to kind of back up. I actually feel like they could probably do good by pushing that hilltop right now instead of, like, kind of leaning back, because it gives us a good defensive position to launch our attacks from. They do have a lot of, well, both teams have a lot of supports, so I get the idea of trying to keep farther away, but I don't think it's working out for them in this case. I really think they should be getting their supports on that ridge line that we're using as cover. Well, okay, so first off, using the generals to push us past so that we're out in the open, and then getting the supports on that ridge line, because, you know, just pushing the supports up on the ridge line is not going to pan out well. There's that 2-hit stun coming into play. Finally, unfortunately, bounced off the Dom. Very glad I got that dodge roll out of the way there. I think maybe the Dom got that kill, couldn't quite tell. But we're helping back up the allies. Got 2 assists, that's nice. It's like number 3 is standing in front of us, so we couldn't get that Sturmfaust off quick enough. Didn't do much good with it anyway, though. Sturmfausts are neat. I tend to not use them as much as I probably should, because they're actually typically really good damage. It's just I don't like how long they take to set up. I'm glad I got those Heat Hawk hits in. It was hard to get a good shot, because I was trying to move in, but not stun our ally, so I'm glad he moved when he did, so that we could still get those hits. Now I'm just trying to not get shot by that gun cannon right there. Thankfully, everybody else is jumping on top of him too now. That's why I started to move on, try to find a different target. Good tackle on him. That's what, I missed which number that was, but that was nice. Ah! Satisfying tackle. And to be fair, very telegraphed, but still satisfying. Yeah, be aware of your surroundings when you try to melee, or it will end up not working. That's part of why I saved this one, though, the volume of tackles. I got, I think, just the 2, but considering that I normally don't get any, you know, do I? No. No, I just got a stun. Oh, well. I got 2. I'm okay with 2. But yeah, this one ended up going great. That defensive position really worked out for us. I think because we had a combination of people that were actually decent at getting their long-range hits, and also them forcing themselves up like that didn't really play out for them. So, yeah, situation battles are cool. I mentioned before on the last one of these I showed up, but I'm really happy we finally got them into GBO2, because it was a thing that GBO1 did. And to be fair, part of why they never came into here, from my understanding, I actually missed out on the first game. I didn't start playing till the second game came out. But from my understanding, a lot of people just didn't really play well with situation battles. That's part of why they hadn't shown up in 2. But I'm glad they're here, because I always like that kind of thing. I like themed battles. But that's this video for you. And I will see you again in the next one.